everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Priya. You must all have heard about the Shankwala Robinson case which has happened in Mexico and how her friends, the so-called friends, have killed her violently and in a very horrible and horrific way. So if you're not aware of that, there were this group of friends who went on a vacation to Mexico. They have gone there to celebrate a birthday party of one specific friend, but it turned out to be a horrible incident which ended with the murder of Shankwala Robinson, who is a well educated, who is a well established businesswoman who is only 25 years old. That is a very horrible thing that has happened to her, and my deep sympathies and condolences are with her family members and with her soul. Her soul will rest in peace only once justice has been served, and only when all the people involved in such a heinous crime have been punished justly. In today's video, I'm going to give you an idea about how you can identify fake friends and how you can actually walk away from them and get rid of all the toxicity they bring in with them. So without further delay, let's get started. I think we all have this kind of jealous, fake, and those friends who really don't have anything to do with our achievements, or they're not really happy about who we are or what we are achieving, but they simply stick around and they grow these feelings of jealousy, hatred within them, and one day it is definitely gonna explode. So for you to be on the safe side, it is always good to identify those fake friends and walk away from them as early as possible in a friendship or a relationship. We all think only relationships can be toxic, but friendships can be toxic too. And firstly, they are always a fair weather friend, which means when you're in a good position or when everything is good around you, they will stick around. And the minute everything is going wrong or the minute everything falls out, they disappear and you can find them nowhere, not even to share what has happened with you. They will be a bystander when you're going through bad things. They're always there to eat with you, to spend time with you, to have happy time with you, but not in your sad times. The next thing is they're not always there for you. When you love someone or when you have a very good friend, you hear them say these words, these exact words: I'll be there for you no matter what, or I'll be there for you always. But these fake friends, they never stay there for us when we actually need them. When you're going through a breakup or when you're going through a very tough situation in your life and you need someone to talk to, or you just need someone to tell you that everything is okay, you just need someone to talk to and you just need someone to make sure that you're okay, everything will be fine. But you can never find this fake friend when situations like this come up, and they're always the first person to disappear. It is a sure sign. You have to be careful and you have to check whether the pattern is repeating and get rid of them as soon as possible. They always need something from you. They appear or they come to you only when they need something from you. For example, a dress or money or whatever it is. When they need something, they first get reminded of you, and they're always there to ask something from you, to gain something from you. But when it is the other way around, that is when you need something or when you want them to help you with something, you will never find them. So if you are noticing a one-way relationship where only you are the person giving and only you're the person who's helping them all the time, it definitely means they are making use of your friendship and they are not really your friend, and they will never stick around in your tough times or when you need something from them. So this is a sure sign that they are a fake friend, and they are always competitive. They want to be on par with you, your achievements, your beauty, your whatever you do, they also want to do the same. They don't realize their capacities, or they don't know what you are capable of, what your intellect is, or what your knowledge is, but they always want to compete with you. And sometimes competition in a friendship is healthy and it's good, but when it crosses the limits, it leads to things like jealousy, resentment, and having bad feelings towards one another. So, if someone in your friends group is being competitive constantly with you, and they're trying to copy you, or they're trying to be the person they are not just because they want to be like you, then sometimes it can be a positive sign too, that they admire you a lot, so they want to become someone like you. But when they do it out of jealousy or out of over competitiveness, you'll be able to find it out. And if you're noticing such type of patterns in your friends, it is a sign that you should get rid of them immediately. And they make you feel bad about yourself. They're almost always judgmental. They judge your dress, your appearance, your looks, your way of talking, everything, and they make you feel bad about yourself at certain times. And they never appreciate you about anything, or they're almost always sarcastic. And if you are finding someone to be annoying and being sarcastic all the time, and sometimes they may even brush it aside, saying that they were just joking or something like that, but that is not true. That shows their intentions, and that shows what they are thinking about you inside. If you're constantly being put down by someone, or if somebody is making you feel bad constantly, then it is time for you to check their actual intentions behind doing so. Is it their nature? Is Are they doing this to everybody, or is it just you they are focusing on, or is it just you they want to bring down? So when you determine all these factors, you'll be sure to find out whether they are a fake friend or a real one, and then you can decide whether to walk away from them or to keep them for life. They almost always drain your energy. Being around toxic people is a very difficult thing. And if you are not aware of a toxic person, what a toxic person is like, they always want focus to be on them. They always concentrate on their problem. Everything around their life, they don't think others as a person. They think only themselves as a person, and this drain out all your energy, and you don't have time for yourself, or you don't have time for your own things at all when you're around such people. So if you find someone in your friends group who's having such kind of characteristics, it is best to get rid of them as soon as possible, as they always want to be the center of attention, and they always want to be the center of focus, and this is not good in the long run. So it's best to get rid of such type of friends and walk away from them as smoothly as possible. And they usually gossip about you behind your back, and we girls love to gossip, and I'm not denying it. But if someone is doing that constantly, being a friend is a privilege you have. You can actually speak anything you want to speak in the face and be nice. And if you actually want to correct the person, or if you want them to be a better person, it's always good to tell something you find wrong in them to their face and not behind their back. And if you are doing it, it may be that you are a fake friend and you are just acting in front of them because you need something from them, or you just want to be nice to them, but you're actually being mean to them by talking behind their back. And fake friends do this often. So if someone in your friends group is talking behind your back, it's always better to get rid of them as soon as possible, and you don't need such kind of people in your life, because you always want to be surrounded by like-minded positive people, and those people who uplift you rather than who downgrade you, or pull you down with their gossip and with their actions. And they usually don't have anything good to say about you. Usually in a friends group, if you're wearing something good, or if you said something good, or if you have achieved something, your friends will be the first ones to celebrate with you and appreciate you and appreciate the person you are and be proud of you. But some people don't have anything good to say about us, and all they say is, even if you have ascended the Mount Everest, all they will say is, anyone can do it, not only you. So if somebody is trying to demean you by belittling your achievements or belittling you in any way, it's a sign that they are not your best friend or they are not your real friend. It's time to check who you're being friends with and get rid of those fake friends. And fake friends are almost always disrespectful. They don't respect your boundaries or your needs. And friendship doesn't mean that you have a right to say everything or do everything, and there's no limit to what you say or do. There's always respectful boundaries which you have to maintain even in friendship. And if someone is crossing this line and they don't have enough respect for you to stay in their limits, or if they don't stay within the boundaries and they don't respect your needs or boundaries, then it's time to get rid of such friends, as they are fake, completely fake. And if all these um, qualities are there in your friends, and you don't know whether it's just a coincidence or if it's actually the right thing you are observing about them, just check one last thing, and that is whether this behavior is being repeated time and again. If this kind of behavior, all the things which I've told you earlier, if any of these behaviors is being repeated again and again, then it's time for you to rethink your friendship. And after saying all this, I will just say, do what is best for you and do what is good for you. How can you get rid of such type of friends? If you want to get rid of such type of friends, it is very difficult in some situations. If you were a long term friend, if they have been with you for a long time, it's easier because you can actually discuss these things with them. Like, if you have observed some kind of behavior in them which is being repeated, you can confront them and ask them, what's going on? Is it something I did wrong, or is it, why are you doing this? And sometimes they might be a possible explanation for whatever they are doing, or sometimes they are just jealous that you are more close with some other friend, or they might open up to you. And being open and talking about the situation can actually change their behavior and can actually make them even more close to you. But if you're dealing with someone who had a short term relationship with you as a friend, you have to confront them. When you observe this repeated behaviors, it's better to confront them and ask them about what is it they are doing. And if they are a real friend, they will definitely give you an explanation and they will try and sort it out with you. But if they are actually fake, they might pick up a fight with you or end up being even more angry and blaming you for everything, or actually blurting out whatever they have been hiding within them and all the jealousy and anger or whatever it is. So it's time for you to rethink your friendships and relationships and check whether there's any fake friends or toxic friends in your friendships and get rid of them as quickly as possible to avoid the dangers or to avoid your life being caught in unwanted situations. So if you have liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up, as it will help me with the algorithm. And also please do consider subscribing to my channel. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications